Starting us off, of course, is the Gold Coast Suns and the Richmond Tigers. And this was a really, really fun game if you are a fan of any other team besides Richmond, and especially if you're one of the Gold Coast supporters, because they pulled this huge upset and they beat the Tigers even with a pretty poor goal kicking performance. But this was a fun game. This wasn't just an outright win by the Suns. They would get out to a good lead, and then Richmond comes storming back. They get out to a good lead. Richmond came storming back again in the fourth, and then the Suns are able to cap it off. And then just really close out this game on a high note with Ben Keegan putting the game away late. And this was a really weird Richmond team to watch because they almost did everything opposite of what this Richmond team usually does. They suffered from a turnover heavy game and they played pretty lax off the footy, which was almost surprising. We're used to this suffocating form of defense where you can't get past anyone, you can't get any space. And Gold Coast would had plenty of space to work with a lot of the time. And now they drop out of the top 8. So, 1, what did you think about this game in Gold Coast? And 2, will the Richmond Tigers stay outside the top 8?
Oh, let's approach it first from the side that I think everybody wants to talk about, this Richmond side. And just being completely honest with myself, the injuries have now really reared their ugly head. But the funny part about it is I don't think the injuries were the main reason they lost this game. I think they lost this game because they didn't look like they were interested. Like I hate to hit back. I hate to hit back at this.
Mm-hmm.
Those demo comments about playing at Marvel are just not, they are not aging well at all. And I'm not even talking about the fans. It's even the players look disinterested. They didn't look like they wanted to be there.
Mm-hmm.
This is the team that I almost do want to say I question whether they want it now. I really, really do. This was
Mm-hmm.
a game right here that can set you up for a run to get into the finals, get some momentum, and give themselves a chance to win a fourth flag in 5 years. But the team that stepped onto the field against Gold Coast looked lackluster. They looked, sorry, Richmond fans, they looked pathetically
Yeah.
bad on defense. And there was no care in the world for this Tigers team. I'm not gonna say they're done because
Mm-hmm.
again, I'm
It's
three times
Richmond.
burned by this
Yeah.
team. It's Richmond. You hate saying it, but it's true. But here's the thing, though: their road gets significantly tougher over the next couple of weeks with Brisbane and Geelong waiting after this game against Collingwood this week. So I let's keep an eye on it, and I'm even going to say it: keep an eye on Collingwood this week because they're an interesting bunch,
Mm-hmm.
especially the way Richmond is playing. To flip sides, Gold Coast, you get the win, but there is almost part of me that goes, man, this could have been so much more devastating for Richmond
Mm-hmm.
if your accuracy button would have been not haywire. I mean, considering you win this game by 10 points, but that's because you kicked 10 more behinds in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think about that. Even take 5 of those behinds, take them in the goals. This is a 40-point win for Gold Coast. 40-point win for Gold Coast over Richmond. I mean, it's such a missed opportunity to get a ton of positive momentum. Gold Coast gets the win. Tuke Miller has the game of his life. Ben King plays really, really well. A lot of the young stars that were playing in this game played really, really well. And they didn't have Hugh Greenwood. Hugh Greenwood was managed in this game. One of their best midfielders, bar Tuke Miller, did not even play. So a very good performance by the Suns. I'm happy for them. Maybe this gets the Vic media off their back about whether this was a failure and all that stuff.
I hope
And
so.
even we had kind of discussed it a little bit
Mm-hmm.
too. And I like I said, financially they're making money. The problem is on the field that it's just not reaping the fruit that they
Mm-hmm.
want. And with so many young talents coming up to the end of their contracts very soon, that's kind of the thing that we all look at and go, we don't want it to happen again. We don't want the Rankins, the Andersons, the Lukosius, the
Mm-hmm.
Rowells to go, because if they do, well, you're right back to square one where you have been. So all in all, like I said, great win for Gold Coast. Missed opportunity, but you get the win, you get some positive momentum, and like I said, you make some of the Vic media kind of go, is Richmond going to make the finals or not? Which I think makes for some interesting TV, because there are some that are they're digging, they're putting the dirt on the casket of the proverbial Richmond dynasty, and there are others that are still standing there going, not touching that shovel yet. So
Right. Yeah, man, that is a tricky shovel to touch, because I mean, if you're looking from any sort of argument, the only argument you can make that's pro Richmond making the finals right now is that it's Richmond in history.
mm-hmm.
Like, kind of like what I was talking about last week after they lost to St. Kilda. That's the only thing that they have going for them. So it's kind of tough. And then at the same time, for Gold Coast, I'm hoping that this one maybe gives them a little more breathing space, give them some more room on this franchise so they don't pull the plug on it yet. And, the best part about, the thing that I know all of you look forward to the most every single week we do this, the Gold Coast fan count comes early in the show. And I was kind of teasing Donnie. I didn't give it the number because I don't like to give away my secrets before we start. But I told him it was going to be a brand new record of Gold Coast fans. And that number, it was I think 19 last round. That sucker skyrockets. I'll put that up at 35 for beating one of the most hated teams in the league. Shout out to you guys. You're going to get a lot of fans from that. So really good show all around.